Yeah, I think it's such an honour to be a Swift. I think even coming from Adelaide and not being from New South Wales, the Swifts were always the team to beat. I think my first ever game that I was actually involved in was against the Swifts, so I think it's a nice little 360 full circle moment. But I just think that it's a brand that has been so strong for so long. I think when you think of netball, you think of the Swifts. I think you go back to the yellow Swifts and now what the red Swifts have been able to continue. It's an incredible legacy and something that I'm so proud to be a part of. It's so hard to pick just one moment. I think, you know, in terms of on-court, you can't go past the premierships. I think the 2019 premiership, after having lost to the Sunny Coast and then to turn around and have that incredible game, although I wasn't on the court, I think just being part of it and just being, in that moment was incredible. And then I think to fast forward 2 years later, to then be able to be on the court, and I was really fortunate that my family were able to be at that game, even though it was a hub COVID game. Adelaide, South Australia and Queensland were open, and for them to be able to have, known the disappointment of me not being able to play in 2019 and then to be able to be there in 2021 was so special. So can't go past those grand finals, but also the Sophie Garben fourth quarter against Laura Geitz in whatever year that was, when we had a pile-on at the end of the game. I think the rest of the competition thought we were mad because it was round one or something, but it was just such an epic game, and I think just seeing that, one performance from her, but also that performance from the team is something I'll never forget. Yeah, I think the fact that, netball is a female-dominated sport, I think we've led the way for so long in that women's sport space, and not only just for women, but sport in general. And I think that everything that netball embodies, it's the ultimate team sport. I think the fact that you can't get the ball down the court without the people around you from the time you're, 4 years old to the time you're playing now, it really does just encourage teamwork, working together, that collaboration. And I think that those bonds that you make with your teammates is what, creates great people as well. So I think whether you're playing in the grassroots or professionally, netball as a whole is just such a great sport to be involved with. And I think that the Swifts have just been able to, embody everything it means to be a powerful and strong woman. And I think that we need to keep, being those role models and keep paving the way for women's sport.